What's up, y'all? It's D about to react to another impressive vid. It's titled K.Michelle roasts Tamar Braxton and calls her a loudmouth coyote. My God, not a coyote. And Doja Cat disses her fans. Jesus. Again, Doja Cat does not like her fans. I guess she's still cursing them out. Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Before I get into this video,
Girl. I'll go support
the video.
Also, if you see an ad by me soon, don't say y'all go support in the comments. I'm gonna block you if you do that. Don't piss me off. You can skip the ad all day. I don't care. The check is cleared. I don't care if you skip the damn ad. But don't say in the comments you're gonna skip the damn ad. Ha ha he he. It ain't even funny. The joke has been said 50 million times. You're not even original, first of all. But second of all, why would you play with me like that and try to play with my bag? The brand will come and look at the comments and see your bum ass talking about, oh, I'm about to skip this ad. Y'all go support. Even if you want to just say go support, cool. You could get that corny little tired joke off. Cool. But don't tell me you're going to skip the ad in the comments. I'm going to block you.
It seems like the feud...
To the people who are cool, I ain't talking to y'all because I fuck with most of y'all. I'm talking to the stupid people who've done that in the past.
Between Tamar Braxton and K.Michelle is being reignited again. Now, Tamar and K.Michelle have been beefing with each other for over a decade, and it really all started when Tamar inserted herself into something that had nothing to do with her. At the time, K.Michelle alleged that her ex, Memphis, put his hands on her. And Memphis at the time was married to Toya Wright. And Tamar, who was Toya's friend at the time, tried to take up for Memphis and Toya by shading K.Michelle. She basically said, oh, have fun and let that girl tell her fairy tales. So basically she was implying that K.Michelle was lying. And K.Michelle didn't like that, so she clapped back at Tamar and said, I like Toni Braxton better anyway. And so they started throwing shade at each other. And K.Michelle even called Tamar a Muppet. And this insult hurt Tamar so bad to the point that she actually cried about it on The Real. But Tamar and K.Michelle did briefly reconcile when they performed together at the BET Awards with Patti LaBelle. That was the first time they met. And Tamar said when K.Michelle met her, she called her beautiful.
You think you chewed me up when you called me a Muppet? The woman of the world come up to me and she go, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I just kind of ate with that story, just like you felt like you ate with that Muppet story. You know what I'm saying? See why it don't bother me?
Even though K.Michelle called Tamar beautiful, she is still not letting go of that Muppet insult. Anytime she feels like Tamar is shading her, she always resorts back to calling her a Muppet. Now, last year, Tamar made a comment about black artists doing country music. She praised artists like Beyonce, but she said one artist in particular didn't have the vocal chops to be doing country. And a lot of people assumed that she was throwing shade at K.Michelle because K.Michelle is now doing country music. And we all know that Tamar and K.Michelle have issues with each other.
I don't know. I just really appreciate Beyonce for opening the door for all the other black artists that has, rode that wave behind the floodgates. I'm just really appreciative of her.
Agreed. That's awesome.
These people can really sing. They're so talented. Yeah. But I appreciate it. I like it. Because there was a couple of people who should not have been singing country black music that was awful. And it was concerning.
She could talk about something. She could be talking about anybody.
No, but you know what I mean.
Wait, what did he say?
Concerning for me.
Care to mention a few?
No, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny. It just didn't sound good.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure if you're going to step into a new genre of music and represent us, that you gotta represent.
Now, Tamar didn't say any names, but people assumed that she was talking about K.Michelle. And K.Michelle responded by throwing shade at her again, and she posted this picture of a Muppet. And in her recent interview with Cam Newton, she actually went in on Tamar.
Do girls beef in music the same way guys beef in music?
Absolutely. I mean, hate the
Who?
the Muppet.
This is is the thing, K.Michelle. You had to change your whole entire face because you didn't like how you looked. And I would argue that you kind of have an Michael Jackson-ish look at this point as well. The nose and the cheeks is starting to look a little plasticky as well. So I don't know if you can keep coming with this particular insult. Both of y'all have had work done to your face. Y'all both are insecure and deeply miserable because you always in some mess and always focused on everything else but your fucking music. Okay, I don't like K.Michelle or Tamar. I don't like neither one of these people. They just too damn grown and old to, not old like old, but I'm saying their age. They should have enough wisdom and maturity at this point to, you know, refrain from these shenanigans that they are constantly in. Like, focus on y'all music or lack thereof. Jesus Christ, this is sad at this point. But it's like, girl, you going in on her face, but you changed your entire face. You looked nothing like this not too long ago. You changed your entire face because you thought you were ugly, apparently. But you want to come in somebody else's looks? Girl, go to hell.
Muffy.
And add titties. You had ash. You literally went on that table and said, give me the works. I'm busted as fuck. Do what you can. Please save me from bustedness. All right? But you want to talk about this woman? Like, come on. I think that's just really nasty behavior. Both of them are nasty, though. I don't like how neither of them moves. Let's be clear. Tamar is also nasty as well and very messy.
Like, I got into this game and I came in on a show called Love and Hip Hop.
And not only did you get your face done, you had them blow your face up to smithereens with Botox and filler and whatever the fuck. And I'm pretty sure she got actual surgical work done too to change the features of her face. But not only are you got hella surgery, but you use filters on top of that. Look at this heavy filtered video.
I talked about my abuse and I didn't say anybody's name.
Look at her. Look at her. I need to put up a picture of what she used to look like to those who don't know. I'm going to put up, you know what, I ain't going to go that far. I don't feel like it. And I'm probably going to forget anyway. But look at this face. Look at how filtered she is. She looks great in this. in this, by the way. But this don't even look like her sitting on that couch talking to Cam Newton. Look at her there.
There was this Muppet in the corner.
Wait, let's go back. And look at her here. Does this look like the same person?
Hey,
this doesn't look like the same person from right here. Does this look like the same person here? And it looked like she... Whatever.
I got into this game and I came in on a show called Love and Hip Hop. I talked about my abuse and I didn't say anybody's name. There was this Muppet in the corner yapping. And even till this day, when Beyonce sent me flowers and everything, she subliminally, but not subliminal, talked about me and everything. When I go through bookings and everything, it's always her name. Don't book her for shows. So you're attempting to even stop money for how I take care of my child and everything. All because of what? All because you ain't got no edges.
All right.
All because of your sister ready to stop. This is what this is about. All because of the man that you love tried to talk to me before you, in the middle of you, and after you. All because I'm from the country, but you are the bumpkin. It is always something with this loudmouth coyote. You not gonna let anybody consistently keep playing with you, even when you've offered your hand in peace and you've offered your hand in love and you're minding your business and you're not even coming for them and they consistently try you at every corner and every turn. You're not going to let that happen.
I do kind of understand where K.Michelle is coming from, even though she can be mean-spirited herself.
They're both fucking mean-spirited, both of them. I watched her when she was on Love and Hip Hop. They're both very mean girls. Like, I was about to say very mean-spirited, but then Mean Girls came on here to mind. They're both mean girls. They're both mean-spirited. Okay, so, girl, bye.
But I will say that Tamar does poke, and even though she's very subtle with it, K.Michelle's going to pick up.
That's even more reason to ignore it.
And even though Tamar,
you went on here and had an interview and made a bulk of it about her. I wish I would be on a platform talking about me and my new music, what's going on with me. But I'm gonna take the focus and try to drag somebody else. Like, y'all are miserable, bro.
Is my problematic fave. I will admit she does instigate things, and unfortunately she brings a lot of the backlash onto herself. And I think right now what Tamar needs to do is just leave K.Michelle alone. And don't even respond to this interview. Just leave it alone. Whatever hangups you have
Tamar
about her,
probably
just
wasn't
let
even
it go.
talking about her. Maybe
It's
she was,
honestly
but
pointless
you don't know
them
that for
both to
sure.
Continue rehashing this drama. It's been 12 years. Let it go. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Doja Cat. Doja Cat was called out for being fake to one of her fans. Now, this guy came up to her. He was so excited to see her. It seemed like a genuine interaction because Doja Cat was very nice to him.
She likes your shirt.
This is the Happy Pride Month.
Pablo. Nice to meet you.
Wait, what's your real name? Or is it Doja?
Ami.
Ami? Nice to meet you. Beautiful. I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything.
Thank you.
Ami, like that. Don't say thank you.
You smell great.
So Doja Cat seemed to enjoy the interaction. However, she came back out on Twitter and she slammed her fans saying, bottom line is I'll smile at you, but it doesn't mean I F with you. And don't touch me and manhandle me when you don't even effing know me. If you know, you know. I honestly think I need to stand up for myself in the moment sometimes. And he didn't even know my effing name to be touching me and kissing me on my face like that. It's crazy.
Wait, what? He didn't know your name, so he didn't know who this was? I'm confused. I need to watch this again. Sorry.
Hey, to one of her fans. Now,
how's he a fan if he doesn't know her, who she is, and know her name?
This guy came up to her. He was so excited to
when Doja Cat likes your shirt, you give her your shirt.
See her. It seemed like a genuine interaction because Doja Cat was very nice to him.
This is the
Happy Pride Month.
Pablo. Nice to meet you.
Wait, what's your real name? Or is it Doja?
Ami.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that. Sorry. I didn't hear that part. He asked what her real name is, so he knows that this is Doja Cat. He just didn't know her real name. I don't know her fucking real name either. The hell? And I'm a fan of her music. I like her music, but I'm not that worried about her to look up her real name.
Nice to meet you. You're beautiful. I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything.
Wait, bro.
Ami? Nice to meet you. You're beautiful. I hope.
What did this say? Don't touch me and manhandle me, but your whole ass thigh is up on him and wrapped around him when he hugs you.
Ami? Nice to meet you. You're beautiful. I hope you have the best night.
She's weird, bro.
Thank you.
Did she not go in for the kiss first? Am I tripping? Did her face go in first like she wanted to kiss? She's on drugs. And I really like her music, but she's a fucking weirdo. What? This is so bizarre. As you showing all 40 of your teeth and smiling and happy, but then you got home and was offended, and then you giving him compliments saying he smell good. So, you lifting your thigh up to wrap around him. Girl, go to hell. These celebrities get on my nerves. People are so weird.
She came back out on Twitter and she slammed her fans saying, touch me and
what? This is so I'm so confused. What's her is this real?
If you know, you know. I honestly think I need to stand up for
because
myself.
This doesn't make sense
sometimes. And he didn't even know my effing name to be touching me and kissing me on my face like that. It's crazy. I threw that musty shirt away, by the way. Now, a lot of people thought this was...
You literally said he smelled good, but now he musty? She is fake. This is so lame. My God, she's unlikable. Jesus Christ. And I don't give a fuck who's likable and who's not. I'm going to listen to the music regardless. So I never really got caught up on how annoying she is and how rude she is to her fans. I'm just like, girl, whatever. I'm still listen to the music. But this is wild. What's wrong with her?
Very weird behavior.
Very weird. That's so weird.
I understand her being uncomfortable.
No. As a grown ass adult, if you're uncomfortable, I get some people don't want to stand up for themselves. If you don't want to stand up for yourself, then shut the fuck up. Go sit on somebody's couch and go to therapy and figure out why you have a hard time standing up for yourself. But don't get online and complain about it and be big and bold online, throwing insults, calling niggas musty and talking shit. You didn't even know my fucking name. Don't do that. But in person, you all giddy and okay and let shit ride. Fuck out of here. So I don't support that at all. And I'm not like, oh, well, maybe she was uncomfortable. She didn't give any indication that she was uncomfortable. Like, she was cheesing the whole time. Her whole body language was very inviting. She literally put her head out as if she initiated the kiss first. Put your leg up all on him. Like, girl, what? It said he smelled good. He said that she liked the shirt. Did she really like the shirt? Because I didn't see that part. So I'm not going to rewind it again. But it seemed like you liked the shirt, so he gave it to you. It says when Doja Cat likes your shirt, you give her the shirt. So you said you liked the shirt, and that's why he gave it to you.
It's never really comfortable to have your personal space invaded like that. However, she made it seem like she was okay with it. Now, if she didn't want her fan around her or touching her, she should have put some boundaries up or had her security step in, you know. But instead, she interacted with him, and he thought it was okay. Come to find out, Doja Cat didn't like it at all, and she slammed him, and she made it seem like he violated her in some way. That was kind of crazy, and I think to be on the safe side, men do have to be a bit careful of their interactions with women.
Here's the thing. I get it, and I agree with that sentiment. But she gave no indication whatsoever that she was uncomfortable. She's cheesing and grinning, and she's close up on him. She's not even like backing away.
Even if they mean well, or even if the interaction is innocent, it could still be taken wrong.
And he clearly looks like he's been drinking. Where is this even at? Was this after a concert or something? I don't fucking know. But he's clearly been drinking, and usually people get kind of touchy and like, oh, it's a little too excited when they've been drinking. I'm not going to say that's an excuse, but she seems to be very friendly and okay with the affection and leaning into it and smiling the entire time. So I'm confused how you can say, well, men need to be aware of how they interact with women. What?
So just to be on the safe side, it's better.
He's clearly gay. He's not trying to fucking fill on her. Like, let's stop being stupid. Because usually when you say that, it's like, okay, you don't want to feel uncomfortable because this man is like, you know, wanting to touch me inappropriately, or he's being a creep or a pervert. This man is gay as hell. Like, it's clear as day. He's not trying to fill up on her and be weird with her. He just likes her. You know what?
They don't touch. Unless she...
I'm sorry. I found myself getting more and more annoyed with these people. I'm sorry.
Verbally consents to it. And just in general, I think everybody, regardless of gender, should respect people's personal space. That's what I think. But at the same time, I have to say Doja was being very, very fake with this fan. She absolutely was. And she's not wrong for feeling uncomfortable, but she is wrong with how she handled the situation after the fact. She encouraged the interaction and then later trashed him and accused him of manhandling her. And then she said he was musty after she lied and said he smelled good. That was messed up.
Don't say thank you.
You smell great.
Hi guys, I was just at a party and I got informed that Doja said some shit about me on Twitter. I just want to clear this up because it hurts, because I loved her. I watched her at Coachella. I've never claimed to be the biggest fan, but I really stand her and I think what her work is amazing. I just think it's crazy because she's the one at this event that was being so nice, and she said, she pointed out my shirt, and I said, and I like that. And then when I went outside and she was outside, I was like, girl, you'd be the perfect girl for my Pride collection. And she said, what do you mean, what Pride collection? I said, oh, I released this t-shirt, blah, 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 I'd love to give you one. She said, I want one right now. And I said, oh, I could give this one to you. She said, no way, you're not going to give this to me. And that's when the video started, and she was being so sweet and amazing, and I thought that's what it was. And now, guys, she's on Twitter saying she threw that musty shirt away. She's saying that
he seems like he's on the verge of tears.
I didn't know her name, that I manhandled her, all this stuff. I understand, guys, if I was being like too nice or whatever, I will take full accountability. I'm gay. I would never want to make her feel uncomfortable. She's so iconic. I thought I have only been saying this.
I'm not being racist. It says on the script. You can't see it if it's too small. His TikTok name says this isn't Pablo, so I'm assuming his name is Pablo.
It's about her. She's the sweetest celebrity. She made me feel so seen. She said Ami. I thought she was nice. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is for publicity or for whatever, guys, but I would have never wanted to make her uncomfortable. I would have never even filmed if she didn't say yes, guys. That video that we filmed was after everything, and I don't want to be that guy that comes on emotional or whatever, but I feel like I'm always the butt of the joke. Like, why am I the punching bag, bro? Like, literally, like, nothing happened other than her liking my shirt. I offered to give it to her. She doesn't have to keep it. She doesn't have to do whatever. But she was obviously down, like, and I understand she has to set her boundaries. She's a celebrity.
Well, set them and be like, oh, no, please, no. Set them. You talk all this shit in your music. Girl, you fake as fuck. You try to make it seem like you this big bad bitch and you stand up for yourself, da-da-da. That's the energy you give off. But you scared to speak up for yourself. And not even just scared. You are so afraid or timid to the point where you cheese the entire time, lean into him, throw your leg up. It just don't make sense. She's weird.
I will never understand.
I think she's on drugs.
So I value that and I appreciate it and I get that. But for me, guys, I'm a normal person that's at a bar, meets Doja Cat. I just released my clothing drop for Pride.
Did I say he was
drunk? I just offered to give her one, and she said, oh, I want one right now. So I had the size. I was like, here, take it. I apologize if I did anything wrong at all. But guys, I'm a human being too. And honestly, this just shows me, I guess, that maybe not everybody's who they show in person.
Hearing the fan explain what happened makes the situation even more messed up.
Oh, and he's gay. I was paying way more attention to the actual interaction, and I didn't actually read what it said, but it says "hot boys kiss boys" or something like that. So yeah, obviously. Sorry, I'm just now reading this. When this scene showed, I was looking at her because she looks sickening. Okay. Her body's everything, okay? And I'm looking at her hair, so I wasn't even paying attention.
What happened.
But yeah, clearly he's getting this shit. This gay ass slogan. Hot boys, kiss boys. I love it though. I love gay shit. But yeah, anyway.
It makes the situation even more messed up. Doja was so wrong for calling him out like that. She was wrong. But what Doja needs to do moving forward is to get herself some security and make sure to speak up and set boundaries if she's not feeling comfortable. And this is something that everybody should do. Don't worry about how people will perceive you. Don't worry about trying to be nice to everybody. No, you got to put yourself first, make sure you're comfortable, and make sure you feel safe. Anyway, tell what you...
I don't know. This doesn't make sense at all to me. And I get that there are definitely people out there who are a bit awkward and, they will be uncomfortable in a situation, but they will smile through it and try to go along with it just to get through it. Because they're just like, look, I don't even know how to respond to this. I'm uncomfortable, but I'm going to just, go along with it just so I can get up out of here. There are people like that. I get that. But nothing about that interaction indicated that. Like, she didn't seem nervous at all. She didn't seem like she was uncomfortable. There was no, body language, discomfort in her trying to move away or, leaning away from him. None of that took place. And obviously, I'm not a body language expert, but this just seemed like a very social, happy, wholesome almost interaction. She was very smiley, leaning towards him, putting her leg up, giving him compliments. How does any of that indicate that you're uncomfortable? And even if you were, take your L. Don't go home and talk shit about him. That's so fucked up. Because clearly you're acting very well, if that's what it was, acting. And he thought that everything was cool because you gave no signal that you were uncomfortable. He's not a fucking mind reader. What do you want him to do? Especially when you're drinking, you're also very touchy and, I want to love everybody. I'm not saying that's okay and that a man should be that comfortable getting too touchy with a woman, gay or not. I get that that's a thing, but in this specific situation, come on. Absolutely nothing that she did or said indicated that she wasn't okay with that interaction. That was just so odd. And I also find it strange that she's a woman who's been in this industry for several years now. And she's just so timid and, oh my God, I don't know how to set boundaries. I don't know what to do. What? As a woman in the industry, you have to be assertive and stand up for yourself because you have so many people who are trying to take advantage of you, especially when you're a beautiful woman. They are trying to do weird shit. So you got to set up boundaries and be like, fuck out of here. No, I said no. Back up. No, I'm only here to work. No, you can't do this. No, you can't touch me. You have to set up those boundaries. So it's so strange that she has been in this industry, but she's just still so timid and scared, and she don't know how to handle people. Like, nothing about this made any sense. This just pissed me off because he seems so sweet. So it's so messed up for her to treat him like that, and you could tell like he was in such a panic and like frantic with his response and being like, oh my god, and didn't mean to offend her, I'm so sorry, and I thought it was an honest interaction. I just tried to give her my shirt, and I'm not the biggest Doja Cat fan. I don't know her real name, but I really like her. Like, you could tell he was very nervous and like flustered by it, and he thought that was a genuine, wholesome, nice interaction, but she done went home, got on her fucking computer with her Twitter fingers and ruined that. Like, girl, that was so unnecessary. Even if you felt uncomfortable, there was no reason for you to even put that up. It's not like you gotta even keep dealing with this nigga. You ain't gotta ever see him again in life. You could think like, yeah, that made me uncomfortable, but maybe I should have handled that better. Maybe I should have been like, no, don't touch me. But you want to get on there and embarrass him? Like, girl, this was so weird. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.